Here we go. It's Christmas Eve. I mean, I guess it depends on where you live, right?
Yes, science.
You know, depending on what you celebrate. But we did this last year where we did a Die Hard Christmas reading. This is, I got this, I can't remember if I bought this last year or if it was given to me. I can't remember. But I just thought it was brilliant because, first of all, Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie ever. And I will fight you on that. Because it takes place during Christmas. There's many other Christmas, there's lots of other Christmas classics. Gremlins. Home Alone. But Die Hard. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. So if you're kicking back and you're looking to kind of kill an hour or so, welcome to the live stream. It's a special Saturday Christmas Eve live stream. This stream will actually be going unlisted after we're done because it's just something fun I like to do every year. This will be the second year I've done it. I want to try to make sure I do this every year. Do you have any Christmas or holiday traditions as a family? Let me know in the comments or the live chat. Let me know. We have several, but before I didn't get this queued up properly. Before we do that, I gotta let you guys know that this stream is being powered by StreamYard. Check them out, StreamYard.com. The link is down below. Very simple to use. You pick a camera, you pick a microphone, and away you go. Nothing to download, nothing to install. It's all web-based. You can bring guests in, you can bring in music, you can bring in sounds.
Oh, yeah.
We got the music tonight from our buddies at Creator Mix right there, D and Nick Nimmin. Thank you, boys. Appreciate that. We got the, I can never get it right, but they're right there. Appreciate them doing the little logo there for me. We're gonna fix it up here in the new year. But yeah, they're powering us. We appreciate it. Of course, we got the StreamYard. We got the mug on deck here with the. I don't know if you guys can see here. We got the marshmallows here, hot chocolate. And yes, there is some Christmas cheer in here. And did you guys see? Me and the fam will be watching this later on tonight. That's one of our holiday specials. Favorites right there. So thanks again to StreamYard for taking care of us. We appreciate it. Here we go. Yeah, so like I say, for Christmas, like things that we do every year, we watch this every Christmas Eve. I think I own it on streaming. This is the 20th anniversary of the Griswold National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. This is a classic. I love this. And in fact, I'm actually wearing my this music's really intense. Let's turn this down. I'm wearing my Griswold shirt, so you got the Merry Christmas and a little extra little. You guys know that part of the movie. Anyway, I always dig this out. I can only wear it 2 days a year: Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. All right, so we're gonna try to make this as family friendly as possible. There's no swears. There's nothing overly, but I like to keep my shows to a max PG-13 rating. Sometimes the occasional bomb, but there won't be tonight. It's Christmas Eve. Really quick, I want to go into the live chat, see who's here, say hello to the people. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward because I'm not putting timestamps in because this will be unlisted after. Bob Grimes, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Thank you for coming through. As always, really appreciate it. Mike, how you doing? Yes. Mike, I did check out the videos and I did check out the tweets. I think that's some excellent work you've done there for those, for the companies there and whatnot. Very well done. Very well done. So it sounds like Bob's kind of, he's Northern Missouri. Are you guys getting hit out there? I think you guys are getting hit out there with everything. Sean Park, how you doing? Merry ho ho. Glad you're here. Am I going to CES? No. I wish I was. I'm registered and everything like that. I haven't looked for a sponsor. I haven't had anybody approach me. I have my flight to get down there and back taken care of with my points. I just need a hotel and food. Transportation to and from and everything is obviously provided by CES and everything. So if you want to sponsor me, not just you, Sean, but anybody who's watching this, and you want to take care of my food and my hotel, please let me know. We'll work out something. I'll do videos for you. I'll do live streams. I do all sorts of things. It'll be fun. Prime rib for Christmas dinner. I did that a couple years ago. That was awesome. That was awesome. We did the reverse sear thing. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Dennis Carlson coming in. How you doing? Just going to bed. Wait for the American Santa Claus to arrive. Merry Christmas. Watch White Christmas with Bing. There you go. That's a classic. There you go. Dennis Holiday Inn was the original White Christmas. Okay, so I haven't seen any of them. But we'll take your word for it. The wife from the Vacation movie is in Violent Night. Violent Night is a great Christmas film. I will have to look that one up. I've heard of it. Yeah. And Bob says, we watching Christmas Story with the grown-up Ralphie and his family. Yeah, I've only ever seen that once. I'm not a big Christmas. I like we watched Elf, with Will Ferrell last night. I like watching both the new animated and the Jim Carrey versions of the Grinch. We watched that Ryan Reynolds Will Ferrell thing on Apple TV. It was kind of a take on of a Christmas Carol. And then we'll watch Christmas Vacation tonight. That's our go-to right there. And then the TV basically doesn't go on tomorrow unless we're going to be watching like one of the fireplace channels. So I did a quick rehearsal with myself today, so bear with me. I'm going to do my best to read this for you guys. I wish I had more Christmassy type music, but Creator Beats has not released their Christmas tunes yet, so we're just going to turn this down a little bit more. And if you're familiar with Die Hard, this is kind of this is really well done. So we got Hans Gruber up here, John McClane. I can never remember this guy, and then Sergeant Al Powell, right there. All right, so A Die Hard Christmas. All right, so it's written by Doogie Horner, illustrated by J.J. Harrison. All right, so is there anything on the back here? The illustrations are like you recognize, if you know the movie, you recognize like all these images. It's really good. I'm gonna try to hold the camera up so you guys can see it a little bit better. I did do a zoom in earlier and it just didn't look really good, so I'll try holding it up for you guys. All right, Die Hard, a Christmas reading. All right, let's get in here. I want to switch that over there. All right, perfect. And then I can go back to you guys' comments here. Okay. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and up in the tower, everyone was partying, except one wallflower. I have really dry fingers this morning, or this afternoon. There we go. All right, here we go. John McClane missed his wife. Things weren't the same since Holly had moved out west and changed her last name. He tried to win her back, but still she said no, while unbeknownst to them, there was trouble below. Make sure I get this in frame for you guys. A truck had pulled up, and who should dismark but 14 men whose intentions were dark. They spoke not a word and unloaded big crates. They cut the phone lines and locked all the gates. Carl swept the ground floor, shooting every guard dead, while visions of bear bonds danced in his head. It's just so dark immediately. John took off his shoes, making fists with his toes. It actually worked. Well, what do you know? When out in the lobby there rose such a clatter, he sprung to the door to see what was the matter. When what to his wondering eyes should appear. Holy crap! There are terrorists here. I always like that part. John hid under a table where no one could see and watched Hans question Mr. Takagi. I'm going to count to 3. There will not be a 4. Give me the codes to open the vault door. I don't know the codes, so go ahead and shoot. Okay, said Hans Gruber, and ruined Takagi's suit. John tried to call the cops by pulling the alarm, but instead called the bad guys who tried to cause him harm. Yes, it is a great movie. Josh, and welcome to the stream. But John killed... Oh, excuse me, let me start again here. But John killed Tony, who had very small feet, and sent him to the terrace as a Yuletide treat. He put a Santa hat on the German and eyes all aglow, and wrote, "Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho." Or as Hans Gruber said, ho, ho, ho. I can never get it. I can never get the accent. Carl was furious. Tony was his brother. He chased John across the roof, and they shot at each other. John was able to escape through the ventilation shafts. "Come onto the coast," he sighed. "We'll have a few laughs." You guys can hear it. You guys can hear the movie as I'm reading this. I know you can hear it. Snowman Ken, how you doing? At Nakatomi Tower, Sergeant Powell appeared. He checked the whole lobby and saw nothing weird. He was pulling away, but didn't get very far before Marco landed on the hood of his car. Powell drove away backwards, screaming in fright. "Welcome to the party, pal!" John yelled with delight. You guys can all see that scene. You guys can hear it. More police arrived, the FBI and SWAT team, but Hans didn't mind. It was all part of his scheme. More rapid than eagles, his henchmen they came, and he radioed and shouted and called them by name. Now Eddie, now James, now Franco, now Uli, now Fritz, and on Carl, Harry. I always screw this part up. Hair long and unruly. Like look at the animations. This is perfect. I mean, you got to get this for yourself. You got to pick this up. I should put a link for you guys. They shot the SWAT tank. Sorry, let me start that again. They shot the SWAT tank with surface-to-air missile and knocked it away like down with a thistle. Now, Don McClane was angry indeed. He blew up 2 terrorists and called them jerkweed. Ellis told Hans, "Booby, I'm your white knight." Hans shot him dead, giving the hostages a fright. Hans went to go check on the explosive fuse and saw that poor John wasn't wearing any shoes. John fled from Carl and Hans, but alas, he had to run barefoot over sharp broken glass. His feet, how they hurt, his soles oh so bloody. John crawled to the bathroom and called his good buddy. John was weary. Let me start again here. John was weary and ready to throw in the towel until he got a pep talk from Sergeant Al Powell. Powell was chubby and plump, a right jolly old cop, and he trusted the cowboy in the tattered tank top. But a reporter was probing into McClane's life and revealing that Holly was actually John's wife. Hans quickly flipped over the gold picture frame. "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. McClane." I almost got it there. I can never read this part because it's always blurry. His clothes all tarnished with ash and soot, John staggered to the roof, bloody and barefoot. The explosives were wired to the rooftop with care in hopes that hostages soon would be there. John warned everyone on the roof soon would. Let me start again. John warned everyone the roof would soon blow as the chopper strapped him with high above. Why can't I read this? As the chopper strapped him with high-powered ammo. Around his waist, he tied a fire hose tight, and screaming an oath, jumping into the night. He dangled in the air and gritted his teeth while flames encircled the tower like a wreath. Fiercely fighting his way back inside, John yelled, "Hans!" He was done trying to hide. He limped to the vault like an old man on crutches, only to find Holly in his filthy clutches. John dropped his gun, put his hands on his head. It seemed he and Holly soon would be dead. But with a secret gun taped to his back, John shot Hans in a surprise attack. Merry Christmas to you too, Don. Thanks for being a member for, 26 months, man. Appreciate you. Continuing on, Hans fell out the window, still holding Holly's arm, and slowly deliberately raised his firearm. I'm sorry, I can't read tonight. This is really bad. The tenacious villain held on by his nails till John unhooked Holly's watch and said, "Happy trails." Did he really say happy trails? Okay. Bearer bonds fluttered like fresh fallen snow as Holly embraced her blood-spattered beau. So Merry Christmas to all, be kind to one another, and most of all, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker! Sorry, I had to read that part. And there it is. Die Hard Christmas. Like I said, I actually read to myself twice today, and I don't know why I'm messing up. It must be the Christmas cheer. All right, let's jump into the chat here. All right. You went and saw... Oh, okay, so hold on. Good movie. Just got back from Avatar. Don't tell me anything, but I heard that it sucks. Yeah. And I don't know why, Don, but I can't highlight that you've been a member for 26 plus months, but I appreciate you. I'm going to give you one of these right here.
All right.
Appreciate you. That being said, this is just going to be a quick stream and everything like that because it's almost 5 o'clock here. My kids and my wife will be back from Mass? Catholic? They're Catholic. They're the Catholic. My wife's a Catholic. My kids are, they're Catholic. I'm not the Catholic. Plus, stream. Anyway, they're doing that thing tonight. And nothing wrong with that. Just, it's not my thing. I just want to say really quick, this year has been a weird year for me. Some challenges, just like everybody else. I'm not some, special delicate flower that needs people to feel sorry or anything like that. But for those of you that have shown support, whether it be through tweets or messages or whatever, I really do appreciate it. Hopefully going into this next year, things will be a little more consistent. That's one of my biggest... but like everybody always comes up with kind of New Year's resolutions and everything. My resolution is just to be more consistent with the content both here and also ZAKtalks Pixel. You guys will notice I don't do anything that's really kind of off the cuff or different over there, whereas over here it's kind of a mess. So definitely want to keep up that consistency over there and get more videos pumped out and everything like that. There were a couple opportunities that I had this year where in the past I would go off or speak my mind about something that may have happened, or if I was wronged in such a way. And this year decided not to, just try to kind of rise above that and everything like that. When I had an issue back in August, which I'm not prepared to talk about so publicly yet. Most of you were supportive, about 99% of you, but then there was a weird 1% that decided to ridicule and make fun of, and let's make fun of mental illness. To you people, fuck off. But that's all I have to say. So that's gonna be my only outburst with that. So I apologize if kids are watching, but seriously, not cool. Anyway, that being said, not entirely sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'm spending Christmas dinner alone tomorrow, Christmas morning and afternoon. Thing, the family will be here, and then they're taking off to go have dinner with my mother-in-law, whom I don't see eye to eye with. That's a whole different thing. So I'm gonna be doing dinner alone. Luckily for me, I picked up a beautiful New York strip, about 2 inches thick. Woo, big thick boy. We'll be grilling that up tomorrow night and everything like that. So I might do a stream showing that. I don't know, whatever. We'll see what happens. It'll be fun. But yeah, that's the plan. And then Boxing Day, gonna go. Boxing Day is the 26th. I know in the United States you guys don't call it Boxing Day. Here in Canada, I think over in the UK they call it Boxing Day. Gonna be visiting some more family and whatnot. So, and then we'll probably get back into regular streams after that and everything like that. And obviously ZAKtalks Pixel and everything like that. Let's take a look here. So, Sean Park, Violent Night is the 2022 version of Die Hard. It stars the guys that play Sheriff Harper from Stranger Things. Oh, I recognize the name. I thought it was an older movie. Okay, I'll look for it. I'll take a look for it. Bob says, end of the year is blessed by clear Clean PET scan, still cancer-free since 2014. Awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm going to give you one of these.
All right.
I'm glad to hear that, man. That's awesome. That's good. I'm not a fan. I don't think any of us are a fan of cancer. My grandmother passed away a few years ago of cancer. She loved Christmas, and it's always weird this time of year not having her around. My grandmother on my mother's side. So, yeah. But, good for you, man. That's awesome. All right, people. Just a quick stream. Oh, no, Bob. I feel the pain, man. I feel the pain. I feel the pain, man. Yeah, that's a whole different conversation right there, Sean. But yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. I don't even think it was the cancer that took my grandma. I feel like almost as though it was like the treatment, but that's just a whole, I don't want to get into that. But I mean, you guys, I think anybody that's had any family or ever battled that, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So anyway, I'm glad we did the reading tonight. We'll continue to do that every Christmas Eve as far as I'm concerned. As long as I'm still living here, we'll see what happens in the new year. Might not be living here anymore. We'll see what happens. Lots of changes coming up. But anyway, I have a Discord. If you're interested in hanging out in the Discord, and we complain about stuff in there, different categories, whatever. Hit me up on Twitter, and I'll send you the Discord link. Not a problem there. I try not to keep it public because I still have to set up a few things and whatnot. If you do join the Discord, try to use a name that I know you by, because I've had to kick a few people, and I'm like, I don't know who this person is, and they come back to me. They're like, hey, this is me. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me know. I'm pretty sure that Don Coven there has the link and whatnot. Yeah, exactly, man. Cucumber Rich just went live. Stone. Oh, what is he not? By the way, I still have him on there right there, and we also have.
Hello there.
Yeah. All right. Rich always has really good live streams over there. So anyway, that was a diehard Christmas. If you didn't see my tweets over there the other day, I'm in agreement about the Pixel 7 or Pixel 7 Pro phone of the year. I've had a really good experience with my Pixel 7 Pro so far. I don't even know where. Oh, it's right here. Sorry, right here. It's charging. It's got the later case on there, and that's the brown. That's the coffee color on there. I've had it crash on me, or like freeze up and then like restart twice now. And I wasn't doing anything in particular. It wasn't on a charger. It wasn't doing anything. It was literally just, sitting here on my, my studio desk. I went to go pick it up, unlock, and froze. So I don't know what happened there. The other time it happened, I was scrolling through Twitter, and it just seized up. So I'm keeping my eye on it. No problems with the Pixel 7 so far. No problems with the Pixel 6a. So yeah, I'm in agreement. Interesting findings there with Marquez's camera findings and whatnot. What'll be really interesting to see are the findings of his poll, because now they've revealed like what each letter is, like which phone, and we'll see if there's any sort of like wild bias or anything like that. I think we'll probably see some stuff out there. So, Don, thank you for dropping the link there for the Discord. Appreciate it. And I don't know what else to add. Nothing changes really when the calendar changes from December to January, but if you believe in those kind of things, cool. Like I said, for me, it's going to be about consistency going into the new year with both channels, and trying to balance things with the day gigs and whatever, and the day jobs and whatever. So yes, got several day jobs. Just trying to keep things afloat here, right? So, but those of you that have been loyal and kind of chugged along here for this year, appreciate it. I love you, and I really could not ask for more. I really do appreciate it. It really amazes me that some of the support out there and the people that come through and whatnot. So it's always nice to see. Really do appreciate it. So my wife is still loving her Pixel 6. That's good, man. I had the 6 Pro, and like I said, I think in a tweet yesterday, that the 6 Pro for me was a complete workhorse. I only ever had an issue once with the fingerprint sensor, like a big issue. When I say that, I was under bright sunlight. It was like a Saturday afternoon. I was at my son's baseball game, and that fingerprint sensor just would not read until I went into the shade, and then I eventually just used the pin code to unlock it, kind of thing, right? So But I also feel that a lot of the issues with the Pixel 6 series, like the 6 and 6 Pro, not so much the 6A, I feel like a lot of those issues were really like amplified, more than what they could have been or should have been. Like, I look at a lot of the feedback and people complaining or just comments on Twitter, and it's completely different from like what you would find on Reddit, for example. I know Reddit is its own special cesspool, but you know, it's just you know, on Reddit, whereas like Twitter is like a roller coaster, different people, right? So, and then I talk to my friends and people that I know that run different carrier stores here in Canada, Bell and Telus locations, and they only ever had, you know, 3 or 4 kind of come back, or people constantly coming back. So you got to wonder if sometimes if the full picture wasn't there, or if it's such a big deal as what people are saying. I'm not discounting. I'm not saying that people's issues are not, you know, not valid and they shouldn't, and I'm not saying they shouldn't be complaining, but sometimes I wonder if it's just an over amplification. It doesn't seem like we're seeing that as much with the 7 series, but I also stand by what I said in the video I did for TA Tech there, and the collab that he released. I tweeted out the link, that if you can get your hands on a Pixel 6 or Pixel 6 Pro, there's really, and you can save yourself some money, there's really no reason to go to the 7. There's some nice refinements, some cool little camera features like the macro and things like that. That's cool. Other than that, it's identical cameras. I think the wide angle on the 6 Pro is a little bit less, like the degree of angle or whatever, a little bit less than the 7 Pro. Other than that, pretty much identical devices. Like the 7 Pro is just a refinement. But if you can find yourself a 6 Pro, like new, or you can trust the source, like a, you know, buying it secondhand kind of thing, go for that. If you can save yourself some money, honestly, I think you'll be quite happy. Google did the right updates here and there with the fingerprint sensor and everything, so it seems to be, you know, seems to be going well. There was a point there where I was using my where was it right here, when I was using my 7 Pro for about the first week, and I was like, oh, I kind of miss having my 6 Pro. Hopefully I don't have any more of these things where this thing is just completely locking up. Like the screen completely goes blank, or not blank, it just completely freezes. I can't swipe away, can't do nothing. I don't touch the power at all, and then it just goes black. And then I hold on the power, and then it just restarts. It's really weird. I have everything updated. I'm not running any unusual apps. Everything I have is verified by the Play Store. I don't sideload anything. Really, really weird. Yeah, I've heard this too, because I've seen a lot of people with the same problems with their 6 or 6 Pro on other devices who are running Android 12. I read that as well, and I think there was, yeah, I think there's some consistency there. I think that may have been one of the main factors. I definitely agree with you, Bob. But anyway, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I really wish the best for all of you, even the haters and the trolls. I'm going to say this. I forgive, but I don't forget. Honestly. And I think I'm going to be doing a lot of cleaning up in terms of the people I trust with and whatnot. I'll tell you this much. The people that are not looking for an audience, trying to be a hero and whatnot, were probably some of the best people that I associated and hung around with this year. I could rattle off 3 names right now, and I've named them before, and I'm not going to, because I don't need to, because they don't expect it, and because, you know. So thank you to those 3 gentlemen. I appreciate that. You know, for the rest, it's been interesting to see where your cards and your loyalties kind of lay when things kind of hash themselves out. So, but hey, I forgive you. Don't forget. But that's it. Anyway, we're gonna run this outro here. I'll let you guys all go. We're gonna go watch Christmas Vacation here, and hopefully open up the shrimp ring. I think my wife is making baked potato soup tonight. Loaded baked potato soup. Amazing. It's so good, so hearty. It's good for these cold nights. And then Christmas tomorrow. So anyway, I don't have any Christmas outro stuff. But anyway, you guys all take care. Cheers.